Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Namita. If you're new here on this channel, we talk about master's life, work life and many more things. Today we are talking about what not to do when you're preparing for your master's degree. This is part 2 of a 2-part video series. If you haven't watched the first part yet, that's where I discuss the major don't do these topics. I'm going to leave them in the description box. Click the link, watch it, then come back and watch this video. With that said, let's get started. Actually, before I get started, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and follow me on Instagram. I'm going to leave my handle on the screen, so every time I post a new video, you know I've posted one. With that said, let's actually get started. Continuing from the first video, point number 4 is underestimating the amount of effort you will dedicate for your master's degree. Now, any master's degree, I'm just going to give a very rough example, will require you to take anywhere between 3 to 4 classes at a minimum with 3 credits each. So, even if you're taking 3 classes a semester and attending classes twice a week for 1 hour each, that comes up to maybe 6 hours of your week that you will be going to classes for. You will be attending in class and you will be in the university, right, on campus. Now, that does not mean that the rest of the time is yours to do anything and everything, because the rest of the time you will be working on projects, assignments, case studies, group projects, and you will also be preparing for your capstone project, looking for an internship, looking for a job. The list is endless. Now, this does not mean that it's impossibly hectic or it's going to drain you. It just means that you have to be mentally prepared to dedicate yourself and to be determined and consistent. So this will become easier also because you will see your friends and your classmates doing the same thing, because all of you will have similar routines. For me, for example, I used to work 20 hours of part-time and I had 3 classes every semester. Even though in the beginning, the first couple of weeks, it was super hectic because I'd never done anything like this before, where I'm cooking my food, cleaning my house, doing my laundry, I'm going to classes, going to my part-time job, preparing for assignments, preparing for in-class pop quizzes, so many things. I quickly got used to it. So if you are coming to get your master's degree in the US, keep in mind that it's not extremely difficult, but it requires you to work for it. Point number 5 is assuming that the outcomes of the degree are guaranteed to you. By outcomes, I mean getting a certain job or landing in a certain company or ending with a title that you saw on the course website or somebody else who got a degree just like you did ended up with. Now, in India at least, there is a practice where undergrad universities have placements in college. It's where companies attend college and kids attend interviews and land with jobs, right? But here, though companies visit on campus and they are going to be conducting interviews, it's not a guaranteed way to get job. Also, the university will prepare you for the interviews. They will help you prepare, where you learn soft skills, where you hone your technical skills, and overall be ready when you have an interview to attend. But it's not a 100% shot where you go to a company and they have told the university like, okay, we will hire 20 people, and then they hire 20 people no matter what. It doesn't work like that. So do not be under the assumption that just by doing the degree, the next step will be to land whatever the outcome is. It requires you to be really present, give your 100% and sometimes more by the time you finish your degree and work towards your goals. Point number 6. Now, point number 6 is a bit of a sore spot for me. I just wish, this is honestly, you guys, the biggest regret I have with my master's degree. I just wish I'd spent time taking care of my living situation. Now, when it comes to roommates, I have had a mixed bag kind of situation, which I think I could have avoided if only I'd spent more time making decisions. Now, this is a very personal experience, and I know people who have had really great experiences when it comes to our roommates. But for me, I just wish if I had been a little more self-aware and had the idea of what I'm okay with and what I'm not okay with. Now, just to give you context, I'm somebody who is introverted a little bit until I get to know somebody, and then I talk a lot to them and I tend to open up. But for my surroundings, I expect to have a calm apartment. I don't like loud noises. I'm kind of a cleanliness freak in the way that I like to have a clean kitchen, no dishes in the sink and stuff like that. So these things also sometimes tend to cause issues if you're living with people who don't really share the same set of requirements that you do, like that. So that's what causes you to have bit of a problem if you don't really pay attention to the kind of people you will be sharing your space with. One way I think I could have taken care of it is if I'd taken the time when I was back home to meet people before I finalized who I would be spending my lease with, rather I would be sharing my lease with. One thing to keep in mind is leases in the United States are really sort of written in stone. Breaking a lease will cost you a lot of money, and also once you sign the lease, your name is etched on a piece of paper. Until the lease term is over, you pretty much don't have much wiggle space. And also, if you are sharing a space and you are also staying in a college town, finding subleases will be difficult. So make sure that you understand what kind of environment and space you prefer, whether you like to be with people who love to party, or whether you like to be with people who like to spend their time in the library, or whether you like to be with people who are really quiet and really talk only if needed, and then go from it. With that said, this video I'm going to end it right here. Let me know what you thought of it. Let me know if you have questions. In the next video I'll be talking about homesickness. Now, homesickness is a very dear topic to me. I was homesick for almost a whole year after I got here in the States, and it was not a good experience at all. I was honestly depressed. So in the next video I'm going to talk about what is homesickness, how not to be homesick, and if you do get homesick, how to get out of it. You guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you next week. Bye.